Yes, it is. It is marked A. What are these buttons? Oh, that's just... that opens stats. So why wouldn't I want to keep... oh, it's automatically going to close itself. Okay. So let's assume that I need to go from A to B. And these, I'm guessing, are the configurations of these 4. Up, maybe. Oh, wait. Also, I should totally check what these... so this has a 90-degree or more or less angle, as does this one and this one. This one, however, does not. Okay, so there is a 90-degree turn here. There is also a 90-degree turn here. Well, actually, this is like a 180. Trying to like figure this one out. Maybe this refers to like this here. So would that be like this kind of configuration? Connects it there and goes down. Then maybe a diagonal thing like this, as in this. Then from up to that way. Then we get to C though. Okay, let's assume up to this way. And then this way to up. Something like that. Does this need to be closed for any reason? Also, can't I just keep this in this order? Okay, one of those lights is now on. But I think I may need to get to... Okay, that's C. Yeah, we've got... okay, now we figured this part out. Was there any note on that about... okay, there's C to E and D. It's a little bit too far. We don't have access to C, and we don't... actually, we do have access to... Can we just skip this? Is that what this is all about? We're just going to skip all of this and go straight to like... but we don't know where E and D even are. And I'm guessing there is another corridor. So how about we try to figure out a way to B first? So the way to B would be with a 90-degree turn here. So it would have to be like down and that way. Then we need a 90-degree turn here. So it needs to be this way. This one has to be across that way, and this needs to be up. At least that's the way I'm guessing it's going to work. There we go. That gets us here. So another corridor on the other side. Not actually. But at least this does give us a better angle on this. We may actually need to connect, because there isn't another corridor here. So it is actually, we're skipping all of this pretty much. So we're going straight from C to E or D. But D has a marking. So does that mean that D is the way to go, or that D isn't the way to go? Okay, let's try to figure this one out then. So is this all the same corridor? We've made it to B now. Is there a way to connect from B to C directly? No, it just says from C to those. And we've managed to connect to C before. The question is simply, how do we connect? Okay, let's assume that B is just a kind of like a random place that allows us to take a peek at the proper solution. So let's try to connect to C and then try to figure out if we can manage these in like the opposite order so that we can connect to like E or something. Okay, so we're connecting to C next. It's the same solution we had before. So this one needs to go like up, and this needs to connect there and up. This needs to be diagonal, so that it goes here, and this needs to be down, I think. Yeah, now it's connected to there. So can we now, because now this doesn't work anymore. Can we now change these? So if we assume that C is like here, can we change this further? How is this going to work? So if I press any of these, that doesn't connect anymore. Just a little bit like, just wondering why that, how is this even supposed to work? Because now we're connected to C, but the thing is that C isn't connected anywhere else. Is that something? Okay, let's try to connect back to B. I feel like we may have missed something. This needs to be in this order, and this needs to connect to down. Which means that this needs to be horizontal, and this needs to... Okay, that takes us to B. I hope. Yep. Is this possibly something? Okay, that was something that we had to do. We are below the water. And there is indeed another corridor, like I thought. This looks pretty. And that's D. Ah, but that is blocked. So is E the only way? And if it is, then how is this going to work? Because D is completely and thoroughly blocked. E we can get to, but is that actually going to work in any kind of meaningful way? Because this is like down there. Okay, well, let's start worrying about this next. And I'm guessing this still didn't open. No, it didn't. And we can get back here if we want to, but like, why would we? Okay, well, let's connect. Let's connect C to E, because that's at least something we can do. So we have just a whole bunch of horizontals here. Well, this needs to be, if we begin from here, it needs to point up, and we need to power that somehow. Surely this doesn't work. Like, pointing that straight there probably doesn't. But for some reason I don't think it's going to work this way either. Well, let's see. So it needs to be pointing towards down. Like that. Yeah, this doesn't work at all. I feel like we cannot... Oh, I see. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense now. Okay, well, this can probably be in horizontal like that. This one we need most definitely to be like this. So a 90-degree turn, and it's facing down like that. That way we can connect that, and then this needs to be just a horizontal one that is pointing towards down. It already did, so that's already good. And then this needs to be a 90-degree turn pointing from C to up. Oh, and then we need to connect to C. Like, here's the problem. Oh, it's going to burn through that. Yeah, I can use the fire and then I can burn that and that's going to fall down. Okay, yeah, I understand. So now we need to go back and then connect this to C instead of B. Yeah, now I understand. Okay, let's connect this to C then. So that needs to be facing up. And this needs to be facing that way. Like that. Up and this way. This needs to be in a diagonal towards that way. And this needs to be pointing down. Are we now pointed the right way? No, we're not pointed the right way at all. Because this needs to turn a little bit more. Okay, so now that's pointing down, this is pointing up. As it should, and this is pointing from up to there. And this needs to be the exact opposite way. There we go. Now, we should hear a clank if I'm correct. That's what we're looking for! Okay. Now we need to connect back to B, and then we need to sort out the other corridor. So turning all of this stuff around. So from... okay, this needs to be turned that way. And this needs to point down. And this needs to be that way. And this needs to be that. There we go. Now, let's make sure that we did what I thought we did. Yep, we burned that. So now D is completely open to us. So we're actually going to jump all the way there. Okay, this is a pretty cool puzzle. I'm liking this. Okay, now connect this to D. So D's there. We can do that with a 90-degree turn. So it needs to point that way. It actually needs to point up. Okay. This is a 180. Points just there. This needs to be, I think, this needs to be a 90-degree. And it needs to face up. So that it connects there. And this is a 180. Just a horizontal line. Okay, now we need to connect that to C once again. I think this is correct. I hope. It's going to be annoying to debug, but I'm hoping that this is correct. Okay, now we need to connect this back to C then. So this needs to be pointing upwards. Up. This needs to up and there we go. So this needs to be in the opposite side. Up. I think I went over. Needs to go that way, right? And that needs to point downwards. Okay, I think that's now going the way we're supposed to go. Hopefully the game didn't freak out too much. It's freaking out a little bit. Okay, there we go. Area discovered, underwater hideaway. I think all these water effects are kind of making my GPU freak out a little bit. And I'm really afraid that I'm going to... Okay. Probably shouldn't have done that immediately. Okay, it didn't do anything bad. Okay, let's check the letter. Don't freak out, please. Okay, we're back, and I'm just going to go through some extra precautions. So, yeah, everything here is pretty much set the way it should be. I'm just making sure. But yeah, the game totally freaked out. Totally freaked out. So I'm now checking how much progress we lost. Okay, so we need to redo that. Okay, I'll be here momentarily, and let's see if we can actually get through this part without my computer completely freezing. Okay, we're here. I'm going to save immediately because I am not 100% sure what is going to happen. Okay, I'm going to save on top of the mechanics. So now we've saved here. So at least if the game decides to once again go completely bonkers, at least we can get back here immediately. We don't have to do that puzzle again. Okay, let's go and check out the letter, and this time let's play it safe, let's move carefully, let's not try to overload the game or my GPU or whatever it is that is failing here. Like, I'm not 100% sure if the GPU is just kinda dying. The funny thing is that this hasn't happened with any other game, so like, I just don't really know what is going on. It could be that the GPU is getting old. It probably shouldn't be getting old. It's not like the newest thing ever, but it's most definitely not the oldest thing either. It's an R7 370. Let's see if we can listen to this letter.
Wasting time. This phrase has no rhyme or reason. After the centuries I've spent working, I needed a calm and quiet place. I originally built this facility to explore the depths of the ocean and to research, but eventually I spent more time resting here. This was the only place where I could hide from her. She judges me for demolishing long-forgotten buildings on an abandoned island, while she is directly responsible for much greater destruction. And after she told me about their failure, she dared asking me to destroy Quern. Her agony is not my concern, and especially not yours. This power is not hers to give or take.
Oh, okay, I'm starting to understand here. So, this ethereal thing, whatever it is, seems to want the destruction of Quern. While, Maythorn kinda didn't care. Like, to Maythorn this was basically a sort of a dream come true, I suppose. You have a place where time doesn't move. You can spend an eternity, just become smarter and smarter and figure out things that you normally wouldn't be able to because you have only a limited amount of time. So that's pretty interesting. Seems that there's some sort of coordinate system here. Okay, and then we have this thing that I can mess with. Apparently there are numbers, so I'm guessing, this is going to be another one of the puzzle pieces. Okay. So what is this then? It almost looks like a diving suit? It is a diving suit. And now I move really slowly because I'm in a diving suit that is really heavy. I'm guessing I can just press on that to get back. Well, let's see if there is anything here that I might find useful. I wonder if I can make sketches. I totally can, even though it's like makes no sense that I would be able to. Because how would you make sketches when you're in a diving suit like this? Do you have your notebook within the diving suit? Like how does that work? And if it's outside of the diving suit, how are you drawing anything? Can't I move this? Oh, I can, but it's a little bit wonky. Probably because I am in the water, so it's like acting a little bit different. Not sure what that did. Seems to be connected to there somehow, so I'm guessing that I had to do that. Anything else around here? Oh, wait. IH3 1. I'm going to make a sketch of that. Let's see. That's barely visible. Let's try to get a little bit better of a sketch. Okay, there we go. That looks a little bit better. Oh, I think I understand. This might be part of the coordinate system. I'm going to pull all the levers just in case. I can always come back and just reset all of them. So let's just make sure that we pull all of them so that there isn't any kind of a mistake about which ones have been pulled and which ones haven't been. Okay, so that means I have like I've pulled the 3 levers, I've found 3 numbers. Is that all? Because I think we need 4 total. 1 there, 1 here. Is there 1 here somewhere? Pull that. Okay, 1 here. So that's 1, 2, because there's 1 here. That's 2. Pretty sure I've made 3 sketches. 1, 2, 3. Yes, I've made 3 sketches. Let's see if there is a 4th one, because I think the lock had 4 places. It might be 1. Unless this is... okay, so which ones do I have? I have IH3... Oh, it's 1H3, 2F1, 2C8, and this is 1D9. Okay, everything has been pulled. Let's head back up. Okay. So what did we actually do with those? Okay, so this is the table number 2. And I'm guessing this was table number 1. So which ones? We have H3. That one. And then we have D9. That one. Were the numbers? Oh, this actually requires 5. 5 numbers. And I'm guessing I cannot put this back. No, I cannot. This seems to be, once again, another key. Nothing here seems to do much, though. Okay, I think that means that all of the levers have been pulled. So that's good. This is just a number mechanism. And these most definitely refer to... Oh, but wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's the first one? H3... here. The second one is C8. There's like nothing there and I cannot interact with it. The third one is F1 here. Oh! I should have realized. We are not pressing them, we are checking them with the torch. So H3. H3 is the first one. 0. Do these have 0? They do. Second one, C8. Which happens to be 8. Second F1 is 3. I should have gone the other way around, but never mind. And then the final one is D9 on the first board. 5. There we go. Don't need to know all of them, just need to know enough of them to make the cracking easier. Is there anything else here that I might find useful? Guess not. This was just nothing. Okay, well that means I have another one of these, so I should be able to go just back. Oh, do I need to pick this up? There we go. And this should open up another door. And I think I'm going to wrap things up soon because I'm getting a little bit worried about, you know, constantly having to recover my video and audio files because my system keeps crashing in the middle of the recording. So I think I'm going to leave it here for now. We're going to explore that dungeon, not dungeon, tunnel, next time. So I am going to just save on top of... well, it's actually auto-saved there, so it doesn't matter. But I suppose I'm going to, just in case, make another save on top of that one. Okay, next time we're going to explore that tunnel, and hopefully things are starting to clear up at that point, and hopefully I will by then also have figured out what the hell is causing these crashes that I'm experiencing. But yep, thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in future videos, so see you guys then.